Ahoy cruisers! Welcome back to Cruise News with Larry, your go-to channel for everything happening on the high seas. It's Tuesday, July 8th, 2025, and we've got news of important updates, breaking headlines, and cruise industry buzz you don't want to miss. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's dive into today's top stories from the world of cruising. Let's move to Carnival for a moment. If you've seen viral posts lately claiming Carnival Cruise Line is cracking down on everything from music genres to handheld fans, here's the truth. Carnival just stepped forward to clear the air about what's really going on aboard their ships. Carnival Cruise Line has officially responded to a wave of online rumors suggesting a slew of new onboard restrictions were being introduced, and their response is loud and clear, completely false. The rumors, which started circulating on TikTok, Reddit, and other social media platforms, claim the cruise line was implementing controversial new policies, including genre-specific music bans, particularly hip-hop and rap, severe noise enforcement, and stricter curfews. These posts quickly caught fire online, with many users accusing Carnival of unfairly targeting certain passengers or promoting a less fun cruise experience. But according to Carnival's communications team, these rumors are entirely fabricated. Carnival clarified that some of the policies mentioned are not new at all, but rather long-standing parts of their cruise ticket contract and code of conduct. 1 a.m. curfew for minors. Any guest under 18 must be accompanied by an adult after 1 a.m. in public areas, a rule in place since 2023 to ensure the safety of younger passengers. Headphone-only audio. Whether you're listening to music, streaming a show, or playing games, it must be done through headphones in public spaces. No external Bluetooth speakers are allowed, and no handheld fans or large speakers. These devices are prohibited as part of broader safety and crowd control measures. This includes handheld fans that plug into USB ports or portable devices that can create electrical hazards or disrupt guest comfort. Carnival categorically denies the following false claims: bans on certain music genres, like rap or reggaeton, rules that discriminate based on race or culture, and unannounced new restrictions rolled out in 2025. A spokesperson for Carnival stated, "We welcome everyone on board our ships and are committed to creating a safe, inclusive, and enjoyable vacation experience. The claims circulating online do not reflect our actual policies or values." These rumors likely gained traction due to a series of recent onboard incidents, including late-night altercations, loud music complaints, and large crowds forming in atriums or hallways. Social media users began speculating that Carnival was reacting by quietly imposing stricter rules, when in fact, they were simply enforcing long-established policies more consistently. So, if you're setting sail with Carnival soon, no need to panic. You can still enjoy your favorite playlists, dance the night away, and relax with your travel crew. Just be respectful of fellow guests, follow the posted guidelines, and pack your headphones. And remember, don't believe everything you see on social media. For the real cruise scoop, stick with Cruise News with Larry.
Also in the headlines, a Norwegian Bliss passenger has been found deceased in Alaska. Dr. Maurits Tess Buenaf, a 62-year-old family medicine physician at UK Healthcare in Lexington, Kentucky, had over 20 years of clinical experience and was remembered fondly by colleagues and patients. What happened? On July 1st, Tuesday, Dr. Buenaf texted her family early in the morning, stating she planned to ride the Mount Roberts tramway and hike the Gold Ridge, Gastineau Peak Trail outside Juneau. Security footage captured her at the tram summit around 7:30 a.m., but she failed to return by the Norwegian Bliss's scheduled 1:30 p.m. departure and was reported missing soon after. A multi-agency response was activated, involving Alaska Wildlife Troopers, Juneau Mountain Rescue, Southeast Alaska Dogs, Sea Dogs, Alaska State Troopers, U.S. Coast Guard, and the Alaska Army National Guard. Search tactics included ground teams, thermal drones, helicopters, canine units, and aerial support through Temsco helicopters and the National Guard. However, challenging terrain, steep drop-offs, rocky passages, summer snow, and variable weather made the mission extraordinarily difficult. Then, on July 3rd, just before noon, an Alaska Army National Guard helicopter crew spotted her body, approximately 1,700 feet below the Gold Ridge Line. State troopers, Juneau Mountain Rescue, and Temsco helicopters then completed the recovery operations. Her next of kin were notified, and her body was sent to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. NCL confirmed that their care team assisted authorities in the search and recovery, and a company spokesperson expressed, "We are deeply saddened to learn of the passing of the guest. Our care team is providing support to the guest's family, and our thoughts are with them during this difficult time." In conclusion, here's an important safety reminder. Even popular trails like Gold Ridge and Gastineau Peak can be unpredictable. Only hike solo if you're well prepared. Authorities emphasize telling someone your plans, expected return time, and taking backup communication gear in areas with limited cell service.
Continuing with Norwegian Cruise Line, they have canceled over 4 months of sailings. Here's what we know. Today, we've received a major update out of Norwegian Cruise Line, and it's not the kind of news loyal cruisers like to hear. Norwegian has announced the cancellation of more than 4 months of scheduled cruises for 2 of its popular ships, the Norwegian Prima and the Norwegian Breakaway. This surprise move is part of what the company is calling a fleet redeployment strategy. So what does that really mean? Well, in simple terms, Norwegian is shifting its ships around the globe to better align with what they believe passengers want, possibly based on new demand trends, port availability, or evolving itinerary priorities. And in doing so, they've decided to scrap several sailings between January and May 2026. These cancellations mostly affect Caribbean and transatlantic sailings, itineraries that many cruisers had already locked in and paid deposits on. Norwegian has already begun notifying impacted guests, and they're offering a few options. 1. Full refunds for canceled cruises, or 2. A future cruise credit, FCC, with an added bonus value for those willing to rebook. That bonus is Norwegian's way of keeping guests in the family and hopefully smoothing over any frustration. While NCL hasn't shared specific ports or routes that prompted this change, industry insiders speculate that this could be a prelude to new European itineraries, ship upgrades, or strategic responses to higher-yield markets. The cruise line has been aggressively expanding in places like the Mediterranean, Alaska, and Asia, so these redeployments may be part of a bigger picture. If you're booked on a canceled sailing, check your email or NCL account for notices. You'll want to act quickly to choose between the refund or FCC. And if you use travel insurance or booked excursions or flights separately, now's the time to contact those providers for options. Here's a cruiser tip from Larry. If you do opt for the future cruise credit, make sure to ask about upcoming deals. Norwegian often combines FCCs with promo packages like free air, dining, or Wi-Fi. This move shows just how fluid the cruise industry remains, even as we move deeper into 2025. Routes can shift, demand changes, and cruise lines are adjusting rapidly. It's a reminder to book smart and always keep a flexible attitude. That wraps up today's edition of Cruise News with Larry. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us to stay up to date on all things cruising. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, smooth seas and happy sailing.